Hi guys, thanks for joining me today for this yoga session. Today the class will be about grounding. We're quite in an uncertain period where you have so many different information and it's quite easy to feel a bit overwhelmed. So the idea of today's class is just to come back into your body, find this inner calm, inner peace, and feel the support of the ground. So we're gonna start just in a comfortable seat. You will only need your mat for today. Your hands can rest on your knees with the palm of the hands down. And then you can let the eyes close. Just start by observing your natural breath here. Is it long, deep? Is it shallow? Do you feel it more in your belly or maybe in your chest? So what the quality of the breath? And where do you feel it? Not seeing any tension you're holding in your body right now. Any thought going up in your mind? And then we're slowly going to shift that simply by deepening the breath. So you can start to inhale, expand the belly, the chest, the back. And then exhale through the nose to soften the chest, navel in. So long inhale and exhale through the nose. And as you exhale, see if you can find a little bit more grounding, becoming really aware of the different part of your body in contact with the floor. So not only the sitting bones, but also which part of the legs, of the feet are in contact with the floor. And then from this solid base, you can let the spine lengthen, top of the head lifting up toward the ceiling. Just 2 more long breaths here, becoming more and more present in your body with your breath. And then keeping the eyes closed, you can gently walk your hands forwards, releasing your upper body, releasing the head toward the floor, feeling the support of the earth underneath your hands. And then you can walk your hands as you open the eyes, walk your hands to the right, letting the body rest more on your thigh and knee, getting a little bit more length to the left side of the torso. And then your right hand is going to press into the floor so you can open the body to the side, create this length through the side. Deep inhale. And exhale, release toward the floor. And walk your hands all the way to the other side. Try to keep both sitting bone really pressing down into the floor. Then the left hand stay on the mat. Right arm open. Stretch the side. Deep inhale. Exhale, soften toward the floor, hands reaching forwards. And here you're gonna slowly roll up through the spine and let the hands find your knees, coming back to vertical. Then we're just gonna wave the spine a little bit here. So as you exhale, you can let the top of the head going toward the floor, rounding the spine. And then inhale, you're gonna lengthen the spine to lift back up, opening the chest. And then again, exhale, chin toward the chest, rounding. And then inhale to open and lift. And go at your own pace with your breath. Waving through the spine one last time. And next time you come up, just stay with the top of the head toward the ceiling. Beautiful. You can inhale, let the arm reach up. Exhale, open chest and elbow. Here we're gonna interlace the finger behind the back to stretch the arm, keep opening the shoulder. And as you exhale, you can release, and then either uncross the leg with the hands pressing down to come into all four. But if you have another transition that works better for you, please do so. So we're gonna come into all four. The hands are spreading wide into the mat. The shoulders are directly above your waist. And then as you exhale, you can come towards your heel, releasing the head, coming into a variation of child pose here. The hand keep pressing down into the floor as we inhale, round the spine back into all four. And then exhale, we come back into our child pose. And you can do this a couple of times, again at your own pace, articulating through the spine. Keep the hands grounded, shifting forwards and back. Great, one last time. Next inhale, when you come forwards, you can stay there. The lower belly is engaged. And then from here, we're going to extend the left leg and right arm in two opposite directions as we inhale. Find the support of what remain on the floor, pressing down. And then exhale, elbows and knee found the center. And again, inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, elbow and knee meet. Last time, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, we bring together. Next inhale, we're going to lengthen arm and leg and just release the right hand into the floor. Here we're going to try to keep the lower back, the hips as stable as possible, and just open the leg to the side. So your left foot is going to come forward and then extend back again. And try not to shift your body to the right, but keep as much the same weight on the left hand and the right hand. One last time, we open. We're going to stay open this time. Make sure the right arm is extended. We have one more inhale here. And then lower the foot down. Great, so you want to be with your foot in line with your knee here. We're going to keep this foot pressing down into the floor. You can come on your fingertips, inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, gently walk your hands forwards, opening the shoulder. Maybe the forehead found the floor, it doesn't quite really matter here. Keep your lower belly engaged, so it's happening around the shoulder and not your lower back. We have one more breath. And then you can use your hand to slowly come back up. Great. Now your right hand is going to come in line with your ear, so you can create a length to the whole left side of your body. And then with your arm, 3 big circles here. At your own pace. And then your third circle, you can finish it with your finger reaching up. We're going to press the hand and the foot of the extending leg into the floor so we can lift the shin of the mat. Stay there for a breath. Good. And then opening the hips. We're going to lower with the knee a little bit closer to your wrist. Lovely. And then see if you can come on your fingertips. Option to stay there. Maybe bring the hands to the heart center. Little bit more challenging, you can let both arms reach in line with your ears. The core is strong. We keep pressing the left foot into the floor. We have one more inhale. And then exhale, lower the hands back down. You can lift the foot of the extended leg, bend the leg, and see if you can grab the ankle or the top of your foot to open a little bit more the chest. One more inhale here. Exhale, we release the foot, extend arm and leg, foot flex. Keep the arm extended here. Then with the foot flex, we're going to bring the foot forward and back. And again, inhale, coming forward Exhale back. One last time, inhale, coming forward. Here you can bend the leg, let your foot and knee meet the other to soften into a child pose. So you're in the smaller part of your mat here. You can just take one deep breath. And as you inhale, slowly roll up through the spine, reach the arm up. You're going to take a twist to the left. So your right hand is going to come on the outside of your knee. Either your fingertips find the floor behind you or maybe a hand behind your back, whatever works best for you. And as you exhale, you can look all the way behind your left shoulder. Take one more inhale. Exhale, we soften, let both hands come toward the front of your mat and readjust yourself into all four. We're going to do the same on the other side. So starting with the right leg and left arm, reaching into opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, we extend. And we bring to the center. One last time. Inhale, extend. And then knee and elbow. Next inhale, we reach arm and leg, and then lower the left hand into the floor. Then we're gonna keep both arms extended, start to bring the right foot forwards, opening to the side, and then back. And again, opening the foot to the side, and then back. One last time, bringing it forwards, and then stay there, stay there, stay there. Inhale, and slowly bring the foot down. And then you can readjust a little bit if you need, so your toes are in line with your knees. Fingertips pressing down. Inhale, we lengthen the spine. Exhale, walking the hands forward, softening the chest toward the ground. Taking a long, full breath here. As you inhale, you can slowly come back up. And this time the left hand is going to come in line with your knee, so you can stretch the whole right side of the body. 3 big circles with this arm. Finding the mobility in the shoulder joint. So then let the fingertips reach up toward the ceiling. Press your left hand, the foot of the extending leg, into the ground so you can lift the other off the floor. Hold here as you inhale. Exhale, we open in the hips and bring the knee a little bit closer towards your wrist. And find the balance here. Lovely. Coming on the fingertips if it's available. And you can keep thinking about what remains on the floor, support you, so then maybe the hands can come toward the heart center. Last option, letting both arms reach in line with your ears. Energy through the fingertips. You have one more inhale, and then soften the hands down, lifting the foot off the floor. Here you can bend the leg, find your ankle, and try to move the foot away from your glute. So you open the chest and the right shoulder. You have one more inhale. Exhale, we release the foot, extend arm and leg, foot flat. And then bring the foot forward and extend back. And twice more. Forward and back. One last time, coming forward. From here you can bend the leg. Bring your feet, knees together, softening into your child pose. Taking a long breath here, softening any part of the body in contact with the floor, letting them be a little bit heavier. And then as you inhale, roll up through the spine, arm reaching up. And then you twist, bring your hand on the outside of your knee. The other hand can come either on the floor or behind your back. And let the exhale bring you a little bit deeper into the twist. At the end of the exhale, you can let both hands come forwards and then readjust yourself into all four. And then this time we're gonna move into a downward facing dog. So you can tuck the toes under, lift your hips, and then bring a little bit of movement in this downward facing dog. Articulating through the feet, moving your hips, and your hands keep pressing down into the floor. And when you're ready, coming on the ball of the feet, round the spine to a plank position. Inhale. As you exhale, the knee lower, elbow close to the body as we come all the way down on our belly. We're going to bring the forearm a little bit more forward. So your elbows are underneath your shoulder, coming into this Sphinx pose. The shoulder are away from the ears, we're opening the chest. Have a long breath here. And then engage the lower belly, tucking the toes under. We're going to push into a forearm plank, keeping the back of the neck long, the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Navel close toward the spine. One more breath. And then soften the knee, thigh, lower belly on the ground. Reopen into your Sphinx. Only if it's comfortable for your back, you can press the hands into the floor until your elbows lift. If it's compressing your lower back, then stay on your forearm. We have one more inhale. Exhale, we come back on the belly. I'm gonna let the hands come behind the shoulders, press back into all four, and then downward facing dog. One long breath. As you inhale, you can let the right leg lift up. Try to keep your hips closed here. And then knee toward the nose, we step the right foot forwards. Do as many steps as you need so your knee is directly above your ankle. Then we lower the back knee, coming into a low lunge. So feel the support of the ground to lift up, arm reaching up. Your inner thigh are working toward each other. You feel strong and stable here. One more inhale. Exhale, we can let the finger come on the ground. Extend or start to extend this right leg. Your heel is pressing down. You're finding a length through the spine. One breath. As we inhale, we're going to bend again this front leg. This time, both hands are coming toward the inside of your foot. The right foot can come a little bit more on the outside of your mat. You start by softening your hips. And then we're going to extend the back leg. So tuck the toes under, lift your knee. Shifting the weight forwards and back. And then engage the lower belly. We're going to let the left foot come on the outside of the left hand. And toward the top of your mat, you can soften your hips. Let your hands come to the heart center. Malasana. Take a long deep breath. Then press the feet into the floor. Just lift a few centimeters higher. 2 breaths here. So feeling your thigh, feeling your glutes. One more inhale. Exhale, soften. Hands to the floor. Bring the feet hips distance apart, feet parallel, releasing the head. Long breath. As you inhale, find a flat back. So you can have your finger on the floor, but maybe the hands are more coming on the legs so that you can lengthen the spine. Then exhale, hands down, stepping into a plank position. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, knee down, elbows in as you lower all the way on your belly. This time opening into a small cobra. So the lower belly stay on the ground, you're opening the chest. Exhale, soften. Keeping the back of the neck long as you open. Exhale, soften. Hands pressing down as you come back into all four. And then directly downward facing dog. One breath. Letting the left leg lift up as you inhale. Knee to nose, stepping the left foot forwards. Right knee on the floor. Pressing the foot into the floor so you lift up into your low lunge. The lower back is long. You have one more inhale. Exhale, fingertips into the floor, extending the left leg. Getting this nice stretch to the back of the leg. Trying to keep the chest nicely open. And then we bend again. So this left leg, both hands toward the inside of your foot, and move your foot a little bit more toward the outside of your mat. Softening the hips for one first breath. And then pressing the hands into the floor, extending your back leg. Shifting the weight forward and back. When you're ready, bring your right foot on the outside of the right hand. And then soften the hips. Hands to the heart center. Beautiful. Try to bring your knee on the outside of the little toes here. So a little bit more engagement through the glutes. And we're going to press the feet into the floor. Inhale, come all the way up, hands meet. Exhale, we soften. And we do this twice more. Inhale up. And exhale down. One last time. And exhale down. Hands down, bring your feet hips distance apart, release the head. One long breath. And then bending both legs, you can roll up through the spine. Find your vertical, let the shoulder come close to your ears. And circle back. Beautiful. And then we're just going to do a couple of things for our feet. So to really let them be nicely grounded afterwards. So with your feet hips distance apart, the ankle as stable as possible, we're going to try to just lift the big toes off the floor. So big toes off, and then we do the opposite. So we press the big toes and try to lift all the others. And keep alternating like this. So big toes up, and then all the others. And maybe today it doesn't quite work, but if you practice every day this little thing, and you brush your teeth, then it gets better. We are in trainers, like in those sport shoes or any kind of shoes all the day, so our feet are not really used to do this anymore. Maybe you notice your hands are doing the same thing as well. That's okay, it's normal. Okay, just one last time. Good. And then you can just let your toes spread wide into the floor. We're going to inhale, come on the ball of the feet, lift your heel off the floor, arm reaching up. Exhale, stay on the ball of the feet as you bend the leg. Sit back. Then let your heel come back down. Press the feet into the floor, lift up. Again, lift your heel, inhale. Exhale, we bend the leg. Try to keep the big toes pressing down into the floor. And then heels down and press the floor to lift. One last time, inhale up. Exhale, we bend the leg into a chair pose. Heels down. And come back to vertical. Let the arm come to the side. And then you can be more toward the front of your mat if you're not already, with either your feet that stay hips distance apart or your feet together. But in both variation, really found this support of the ground. So you can imagine your feet are like trunk of the trees, or your legs are the trees. You have one more breath in. And then as we inhale, we can open the eyes, reach the arm all the way up, let the palm of the hands meet. Exhale, fold from the hips to release the head and the hands toward the floor, bending the leg if you need. Inhale into a flat back with your hands coming on your legs if needed. Exhale, we soften. Here we're going to do a big step back with the left foot. Let the left knee lower into the ground. So we are back into a low lunge, arm reaching up as we inhale. Exhale, we're going to grab our left wrist to lean to the right. So add a lateral stretch here. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, hands down, pushing back into a downward facing dog. From our downward facing dog, you can come on the ball of the feet, round the spine into a plank position. Inhale. Exhale, knee down, or maybe legs stay extended as you lower into your chaturanga, elbows in. You can come back into a small cobra as we did, maybe into an upward facing dog. Your hands and feet are pressing into the ground. And then exhale, downward facing dog. We have one long breath. Then as you inhale, let the left leg lift up. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping the left foot forward. Right knee lower down. Inhale into your low lunge, arms up. This time grabbing your right wrist, lean to the left. Side stretch. Lower belly still engaged. As you inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands forward. This time the back foot is going to join the front. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, soften on the legs. Inhale, we come all the way up. Let the hands meet over the head. Exhale, arm to the side. And again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale into a flat back. Soften on the legs, exhale. This time the right foot is going to step back, but you're going to keep the back leg extended. And then becoming lighter on your hands, opening the elbow wide, so arms in cactus here. Your knees above your ankle. As we inhale, we're going to reach the arm off the head, so your index finger can touch. And then exhale, bend the arm, as if you wanted to bring the elbow towards each other behind your back. And again, inhale, we extend. Exhale, we bend. One last time, inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. From here, you can interlace the finger behind your back. Inhale, open the shoulder. Exhale, release with your left shoulder that can come toward the inside of your knee. And try to keep all the toes of your back foot pressing down into the floor. Keep the strength through the legs. The hands want to move away from your back. One more inhale. Exhale, we release the finger. Let the right hand find the floor. Gentle twist, left arm lifting up. Deep inhale. Exhale, looking down, left hand down. Step back, downward facing dog. Directly inhale into a plank position. Exhale, your variation of chaturanga. Inhale, small cobra, upward facing dog. The shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath. This time as you inhale, let the right leg lift up. Exhale, knee to nose, step the right foot forward. Lighten the hands until they can lift off the floor. Find your cactus arm. Inhale, arm reaching forward. Exhale, elbows want to join behind your back. Lower belly engage, navel in. Again, extend the arm. Exhale, bend. One last time. Exhale, we bend, and here we interlace the finger behind the back to open the shoulder. Inhale, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. And then exhale to fold. Let the right shoulder come toward the inside of the knee. Top of the head is heavy. Your right hips is gently pulling back. End of the exhale, release the finger. Let the left hand find the floor. Gentle twist, right arm lift up. Deep, long inhale. Exhale, looking down, right hand down. We're gonna let the back foot meet the front foot. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, we soften on the legs. Good. This time, if your feet are together, just let them move hips distance apart. And then we're gonna bend both legs, come into our chair pose. So you can touch the floor before to lift up. Beautiful. And we're gonna start lifting the left foot off the floor. Opening in the hips, and then bring the ankle just above your knee. Then your hands can meet at the heart center. You can look down. And you can totally choose to stay there. If it's available, maybe come all the way with your finger on the floor, palm of the hand. And again, get this nice support from the ground. The stretch around the glutes, out of the thigh. One more breath. And then inhale, come Slowly back up if you were down. Hands to the heart center. We're going to meet together there. Uncross the leg. And then very gently step the left foot back. So we are into a high lunge here. You can reach the arm up. Then as we exhale, we're going to follow our cactus arm and then let the left knee almost touch the floor. And again, inhale, we extend. This time we extend both arm and both leg. And then we bend, exhale. And inhale, we extend, we push the floor. And bend. One last time. To bend again. Good. And then from this bent leg, we're going to move into our warrior three. So if you've done the previous class, you're used to this posture now. So shifting to this front foot, hands can come at the heart center, and we found our leg and upper body parallel to the floor. Your back heel is pushing back. Taking one more inhale. And then let the left foot come next to the right, back into our chair pose. Deep breath here. Great. We're going to do the same on the other side. So the right foot is lifting off the floor. You're opening in your hips, bringing the ankle just above your knee. Noticing if your hips drop. Try to keep both hips at the same height. And then from here, hands to the heart center. Stay there or lower a little bit deeper, maybe finger finding the floor. Take one more long breath. And then inhale to come back up. Uncross, and with control, step this right foot back. We arrive into our high lunge, arm reaching up. Cactus arm as you let the right knee come close to the floor. And this time, as we inhale, we extend arms and legs. And then we bend again. And again, inhale, we extend. Exhale, we bend. One last time. Exhale, bend. Stay low. Then hands to the heart center. Shift toward this left leg. Warrior three. Try to keep your right hips close so the little toes is going down. And then gently let the right foot come next to the left, back into our chair. Inhale. Exhale, we bend the leg, let the hands find the floor forwards. And you can be just on your toes here, little ball, shifting the weight forwards and back. Releasing the neck. Until you can find your heels, and then your obliques on the floor. And you're going to come straight into a Navasana. So feet and knee are together. We're going to grab the back of our knees with the hands. Lengthen the lower back, and then when you're ready, you can shift your weight back so your feet can lift off the floor. And then maybe you can try again. The big toe is coming towards you, and then the other toes are coming towards you. Just a couple of times as we straighten the lower back and engage our core. It's a bit harder without the floor, isn't it? Just one last time. And then release the back of the knee, reach the arm forwards. As we inhale, we're going to swing back until our shoulder blades are on the floor and then come back into our Navasana. So do this a couple of times. Good. And then we're going to try a little bit more to come forward until our feet are pressing down into the ground. So a little moment here before to swing back. So you can use your arm coming forward. Good. And then see if you can come straight into a chair pose. So your feet are pressing down and you are lifting back up into our chair. Maybe using your hands if it's needed. And then exhale, fall forwards. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, hands down, stepping into a plank. Lower into your chaturanga. Elbows in. Engage the back body as you open into your small cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, the right leg is gonna lift up. This time you can open in the hips, bend the leg, just let your heel fall towards your glutes. Exhale, we close the hips, bring the right foot forward. Open straight into a warrior two. So opening the hips here. Lovely. The right palm of the right hand is gonna face up. We're gonna reverse our warrior. Take a deep inhale. And exhale to come up. Either we bring the forearm on the thigh, or maybe the hands can come toward the inside of your foot, and let the left arm come all the way in line with your ears. Stay here for a long deep breath. And then as you exhale, looking down, let both hands find the floor. You can close the hips and let the left knee come down. We're going to move here into a pigeon pose. So the right foot can go toward the left side of the mat. Maybe your foot needs to come closer towards you as well. And then you want to lower the shin on the floor. Trying to square your hips. As you inhale, press the floor away with your legs. We create length. And then exhale, we soften forward. And you can stay on your forearm. You can soften all the way down. And see if there is something you can let go of here. Might be tension around the shoulder, the face. Maybe it's more around the glutes and the hips. And just 2 more long breaths. And with your next inhale, you can, with your hands, slowly come back up. Tucking the toes under, pushing back into a 3-legged dog. Bring some movement around this right hips, right leg. And then slowly come back into a downward facing dog. Take a deep, long inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the mouth. And then you can let the left leg lift up as you inhale. Opening in the hips, bending the leg. Try to keep as much weight in your left hand and your right hand. Exhale, we close the hips. We bring the left foot forward to open into our warrior two. Your arms are reaching in 2 opposite directions. Then the palm of the left hand is facing up. Inhale, we reverse our warrior. Exhale as we come up. Either the forearm find the thigh or the hands can come toward the inside of your front foot. Try not to collapse on the shoulder, so you're really pressing the arm against your thigh. And then as you exhale, looking down, let both hands find the floor. You're allowing the right knee to come on the floor. And then gently moving into our pigeon pose. So again, letting your shin find the floor, extending the back leg. Square your hips and not directly collapse. So you want to find your legs pressing down into the floor. Lower belly engaged. And then from here we soften. And noticing any differences between the right and your left glutes. See if you can start to lengthen the exhale as we arrive at the end of the practice today. One more long breath. And then using your inhale to come slowly up, pressing the hand into the floor, extending the back leg, pushing back into a 3-legged dog with some movement into this left leg, left hips. So then come into your downward facing dog. As you exhale, you can look in between your hands, bend the leg, and just come into a seat towards the top of your mat. We're going to come directly with the feet pressing down. Imagine your feet are stuck into the floor here. And then we lengthen the spine, reach the arm forward. And as we exhale very gently, we're going to bring the spine down. So First the lower back, then middle back, shoulder blades, and back of the head. And make sure your spine is nicely relaxed. You have space for the shoulder blades, and when you're ready, you can draw one knee and the other knee toward the chest. Just gently rocking from side to side, giving your lower back a little massage here. Good, and then you can just keep the right knee toward the chest. Let the left leg extend, keeping some energy through this left leg. As you exhale, draw the knee a little bit more towards your right shoulder. And then we're going to keep the right knee in the left hand. Let the right arm open in cactus on the floor. And coming into a twist. So your right knee is going to move toward the left. You can look toward the right hand. Taking a long deep breath. And then let the spine come back into the floor. Extend the right leg. Draw the left knee toward the chest. As you exhale, the knee come a little bit closer toward the left shoulder. Then keeping the knee into your right hand, left arm opening cactus. And let the knee fall to the right. You don't need to bring it all the way toward the floor. You want to keep some weight into your left shoulder here. And then as you exhale, let the spine come back down. One last time, draw both knees toward the chest. Deep inhale with this hug. And exhale, let your body completely soften into the floor for your Shavasana. Good. And as you let your body relax, you can imagine that your body resting into warm sand. And you just let your body become a little bit heavier into this sand, letting a shape in this warm sand. So I invite you to stay for a couple of minutes here. Thank you so much for joining me today for this grounding class. Bye, see you soon.